Hello, family. So, welcome into this week's Sageology podcast. We will be discussing the week of Monday, August 7th through Sunday, August 13th. I hope you all feeling good. Hope you all are well rested, relaxed, feeling blessed, feeling abundant. And welcome to this week. I think that this week is gonna be a pretty chill week. Not too much is going on. Um, I know that last week was a kind of a heavy week for Aquarius full moons. I always find Saturn lunations, particularly Aquarius full moons, to be so heavy. I've heard of death, and some people just having like some really I've seen some people have some really hard experiences last week, so I hope all of you came out of that on a good side. And if you did experience some sort of grief, death, or hard life lesson or experience, I'm praying for you, and just trust and believe in God. Know that everything's happened for a reason and it's gonna be okay. And I just wanted to share my love with the collective on that one. So without further ado, okay, let's get into the astrology of this week. And I do want to say that I'm trying something different, guys. So I went ahead and I pulled a card for every day of the week. And first, I'm going to talk about the astrology. After I talk about the astrology, I flip the card over and kind of see what the energy of that day will be representative of with that card. And if we don't have any major transits or things to discuss that day, then we'll just talk about the energy that we have in the card. So kicking off on Monday, we are still in the thick of Venus retrograde. So the sun is in 13 degrees Leo. Venus is still retrograde. Mars is still hanging out there in Virgo. He is getting further away from Saturn, which is good. Mercury is still in Virgo, but Mercury is getting further away from Saturn, which is good. Of course, Saturn is still in Pisces. We still have Jupiter in Taurus. Jupiter is now at 14 degrees of Taurus. And on Monday, the moon will be going into Taurus as well. So I really do love the moon going into Taurus. On Monday is, of course, Jupiter in Taurus. Taurus is Taurus is fixed earth. So it's a very stubborn sign. It's a very slow moving sign, but things that take a while to build, things that are slow moving tend to last longer. So whatever area of Taurus is in your chart of your life, you may be building something there that's taking a good little minute, that's taking a while to manifest. But the good thing is that when it does manifest, it will be long lasting. But I love when we have little transits that are activating that Jupiter in Taurus, like the moon going into Taurus on Monday, because that kind of just gives us, it's really activating that Jupiter. So we could kind of get like little blessings along the way. So I do think Monday is a good day. It's definitely going to be uplifting. It's really a feel good day, So really just take time, enjoy yourself, treat yourself, just have those pleasures and, those fleeting moments, especially dealing with the heavy energy that we encountered last week. So it could really feel kind of like a breath of fresh air, right? A breath of fresh air, a clear perspective. And also now that Mercury is still pretty close to Saturn, but now that Mercury is moving further away from Saturn, I think people are kind of understanding the clarity, or at least having the clarity and getting a better direction of where they want to go with their ideas and plans, where they want to take things. Now, again, keep in mind that Mercury will be going retrograde in Virgo. So even though you may be getting a better grip or handle on your plans and what you want to do in life, know that there still may be some steps that you have to take. There's still going to be some things that you have to do. So even though you may be feeling like, okay, I'm not stagnant, I'm getting somewhere, but this is still going to take a lot of like detailed planning and just resources to build. I may not have all the resources yet, but at least I know what direction I'm going, or things maybe haven't aligned exactly the way I want to yet, but I know what direction I'm going now. It's like I have a better understanding of myself, a better kind of like grip on my energy. So Tuesday, going into Tuesday is like a pretty quiet day. Much isn't going on except for some lunar transits. So yeah, Tuesday is a pretty chill day. We have some minor lunar transits. The moon is going to be coming through and trining Mercury, and then the moon is going to conjunct Taurus. It's kind of what I was just alluding to a little bit before. Then it's going to square the sun, going to trine Mars, and then conjunct Uranus and square Venus. So I think that Tuesday, again, is a good day for just getting clarity, planning, action, that sort of thing. I really do encourage folks to take advantage of this time while the moon is in Taurus, because I do believe that's kind of like a breath of fresh air and a air of relaxation, and you gotta take those moments when you can get them, y'all. You definitely have to take those moments where you could get them. So really take advantage of that. Like, one of the things that I like to do for myself when we are experiencing Venusian energy, or like Taurus energy especially, is to take time to treat yourself. Like, find moments where you treat yourself, where you really enjoy the pleasures of life. So I really do encourage that at the beginning of the week. Sometimes as humans, like, our emotions could fluctuate a lot, so it's good to just bask in the good moments and take the good moments while you have them. So the card for Tuesday, the card that we have is the Copperhead, and it says deception and bad influences, but it came out in the reverse. So again, kind of like how I was talking about pleasure and taking in pleasure and just serving yourself and treating yourself and focusing on self-love and self-care, right? Find a balance in that. Some people don't know the difference between self-sabotage and self-care, right? So like, eating a pint of ice cream because you're in your feelings is not self-care. That is self-sabotage, because eating a pint of ice cream isn't going to do anything positive for you unless it's some like really high quality ice cream. But yeah, eating a pint of ice cream isn't going to do anything positive for you. It's just kind of going to release some endorphins and give you a moment of, like a kind of guilty pleasure moment. So we do want to avoid those, and we do want to avoid bad influences. Sometimes, even though I love Venusian energy, there's a plus and a minus to bad things. So you really do have to find a balance in that. Live in the moment, have your good times, yes, but you don't want to like smoke your life away or drink your life away, or just overly indulge in things that that are toxic and not good to you. So I also do feel like this card I keep hearing friends. So this is reminding me of friends and friendship. So I do believe that around this time, like, really mind the company that you keep. If you are, and then Tuesday is a good day to look out for this too. If you are around any friends, or if you have any friends that you feel like are bad influences, or that you can't necessarily trust, or that you are just skeptical around, like, I feel like they will be exposed on Tuesday. But let's say that, okay, working out could be a form of self-care too. But let's say that you used to smoke a lot and you stop smoking, and you be like, hey girl, like, I'm not smoking anymore. I'm trying to do better with my life, whatever. And your friend invites you to come to this thing and you go, and they're basically pressuring you into smoking. You're like, hey, look, I don't like smoking. I'm not going to smoke. I don't want to do that, you know? So if there's a circumstance where your friend or the people who are around you or surrounding you are encouraging you to abandon your goals or the things that you set out for yourself, I do think that they will be exposed on Tuesday, and that is the perfect opportunity to liberate yourself from that experience. That's someone who is, and then we think Jupiter and Taurus, right? Blessings. That is showing us that is someone who should not be a part of our life when our blessings come to play out, and that don't really respect us and our own autonomy and aren't bringing forth like fruitful blessings in our life. So, well, that's Tuesday. I think that's kind of what that energy is speaking on. And then Wednesday. So the transits for Wednesday, we have Venus square Uranus. The moon will be entering Gemini. And then we also, Mercury is going to trine Jupiter in Taurus. So I love Wednesday. Wednesday is a great day. And the card that we have for Wednesday is Psalm books. And it says rejoicing in faith. So I do believe that Wednesday is a great day to be faithful. Wednesday is a great day to be faithful. And that's really reminding me of this Mercury trine Jupiter and Taurus, right? So again, I've kind of like spoken on this before about this transit. What is the best case scenario in your life, right? And then think about it. August 8th, we're going into the Lionsgate. Well, August 8th, Tuesday, was Lionsgate's portal. Oh, wow. That really didn't click in my head, but just kind of like reminiscing on that energy, that really goes to show how like on Tuesday, kind of dealing with the deception and people tempting you into doing things that you know is not of abundance and that you know is not serving your higher self and your highest good. So with Tuesday being the Lionsgate portal day as well, you guys really do pay attention to that energy and make sure that you aren't indulging or doing things that, that is not in alignment with your highest self, that is not in alignment with the highest form of abundance. But back to Wednesday. I love this day. So Tuesday is the day to be very intentional and to set those intentions. And Wednesday is kind of a day to rejoice in faith. And that's when this Mercury trine Jupiter transit is going direct. Well, not going exact, not direct. It's going exact, right? So again, like best case scenario, infinite abundant opportunities. If in a fantasy world where obstacles didn't exist, like what would you want? What would you seek for yourself? Like what would you go after? What would you do? That is the energy of Wednesday. So Mercury in Virgo has the idea, it has the plan, it has the sobriety to come up with a plan and think of ways in which things could be. And Jupiter is there to kind of lend a helping hand in that optimism. And Jupiter is also there to kind of lend the resources and things that you need. Now, the resources and the blessings may have not come full circle yet because Jupiter is going to be in Taurus for quite a while. So it still may take time for everything to build up the way that it needs to be. Those resources may still be building. They may still be manifesting, but that day is kind of there to show you, okay, this is what it could be. This is what life could look like. And these are the things that you need to do in order to get there, in order to get to that point. Venus square Uranus, that's just leaving room for the unexpected. For unexpected blessings and unexpected things could happen. Venus square Uranus is kind of a tricky transit. It could be malefic or benefic. Things could kind of go either way, right? But I believe in a power of optimism and being optimistic. So I do think that it's important to consider the best case scenario and to align your mind with the best case scenario on that day and just sort of kind of like hope for the best, but also watch out for, you can have an unexpected event or unexpected blessing that kind of propels you more so in the Lionsgate portal energy, or kind of the opposite where it kind of sets you back, where it's like, oh shit, I have to do this thing that I didn't really want to do. One of my possessions or something that I own, or like materials has, you know, gone missing or something like that. So it could be either or, but just to be aware of that energy. And then also the moon is going into Gemini on Wednesday as well. So to me, that's just saying like more emotion. We're definitely going to get more emotion. The moon's going in Gemini. It's going in an air sign. So people are kind of going to want to be like talkative and talk about what's going on or whatever, or even maybe get really excited and talk about like their ideas or the intentions that they set for Tuesday, or the intentions that they set for Wednesday. But baby, keep that shit to yourself. Like, really don't tell nobody. I feel like the moon going in Gemini is really good for emotion, for getting outside, for networking, for moving around. Movement is medicine, how the hood healer says, right? But also still keep your plans to yourself. Be secretive with them. Don't tell nobody nothing that is still a new idea, that's still a fresh idea, that's still a baby idea. And don't tell nobody nothing that you're still working on manifesting. Okay, so that was Wednesday. Let's get into Thursday. Thursday is still a quiet day. All we really have is little lunar aspects with the moon in Gemini squaring Mercury and Virgo. I love that. Again, that's a great day for all the mercurial things. If you are a writer, Thursday is a really good day for writing, good day for planning, good day for networking, talking. And I actually do have a live planned. If you follow me on Instagram and you listen to this today, I actually do have a live planned on Thursday. So the astrology of that really matches up nice. So I'm happy and I'm grateful for that. But yeah, that sort of thing, right? So that's a great day for that. And then the moon is also sextile the sun, which is just a lovely, lovely transit. Again, kind of reaffirming us, getting us realigned with our destiny, our purpose, the things that we're supposed to do, right? And then the moon is going to be square Mars. And again, that could kind of be a conflict of action and also a sense of like overthinking. But with the moon in Gemini, we are prone to overthinking. But again, come Thursday, like, just don't get stuck in your head, right? And so the card that we have for Thursday is Blackberries, and it says agency and independence, but it came out in the reverse. So with that in the energy of Thursday, is basically giving kind of how it was saying Gemini is wanting to be a social butterfly and interact with people and network and stuff like that. I think those are all great things. Interact with people, network, blah, blah, blah. But remember, keep your secret plans to yourself. Keep your new manifestations to yourself. It's great to plan. It's great to network. But also remember your sense of agency and independence. Like, good for networking, good for planning, good for that sort of thing, but don't give your power away to people, places, things, and circumstances, right? Right. So let's get into Friday. Again, Friday is a quiet day, and then we have the moon going into Cancer. So there really is nothing to discuss. So I'm just going to talk about the card that we have, right? So the card that we have for Friday is the Horseshoe. It says luck and chance in the reverse. So with this, okay, and this bringing me back to the moon in Cancer too. When the moon is in a water sign, sometimes we get like in our head and in our emotions, and we start overthinking things, right? Because the moon in Gemini, we're very logical, or at least we're thinking like logically what we need to do structure wise, that sort of thing. But when the moon is in Cancer, we can kind of get like moody. We could be a little bit more prone towards survival mode, or, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. Why isn't this working out the way that I intended for it to work out? So that's the moon in Cancer, right? And then it's bringing me back to this horseshoe card. Don't feel like, oh, woe is me, I'm not lucky, my intentions, my manifestations aren't actually gonna come true. Like, this stuff is, I'm not God's favorite, I'm not God's child, like, I'm not God's chosen. Like, these things are too good to be true, too good to believe in, they're not coming to pass, right? That's kind of the energy of Friday, and I want people to be worried and not get into that. Like, don't worry about that shit. Have blind faith and just really lean into your faith. And also, don't do. Spirit's also putting it on my heart to say, don't do no dumb shit Friday. So I feel like this card can manifest either way, where it's like mentally, where people are having to struggle mentally and just having to stand 10 toes down on their faith and the things that they want to see come to pass, right? Or this could be Friday literally being an unlucky day. So don't get into trouble and not hang around people that you're not supposed to fucking hang around. This is also bringing me back to friends too. Kind of how I was saying for the energy on Tuesday, not really letting your friends get to you. Because remember, like, Friday is Venus Day. Venus also rules over friendships and things like that. So I do feel like this week is a week where people who are not really your friends, but who are like hiding and pretending to be friendly people may be exposed, and that shit may be exposed on Friday too. Like, these things may come to pass, and Friday can generally be an unlucky day. So that's a probably day to like up your protection, like wear your obsidian crystal or whatever you need to do. But just be wary of the energy on Friday. Come Saturday, the sun is trine Chiron in Aries retrograde. So again, that's really the only transit for the day, but that's again reminding me of kind of what I was just talking about for Friday. So on Saturday with the sun trine Chiron, that could be our insecurities again, like manifesting. And that also may just manifest as an opportunity of someone kind of needing help. Rather, are you needing help for something, or you helping someone for something? So Saturday just may be a day where a helping hand needs to be extended, right? Or even a day for like healing conversations or healing experiences. Or let's say you were feeling insecure or something like that, and then Saturday you have a conversation with like a stranger or an elder, and they really like affirm you and pour into you. That could be the energy of Saturday as well. And for our card, we have the alligator, and it says silence and introspection. And I love this because, again, that's kind of going with that sun / Chiron energy with the moon in Cancer. So that's kind of just getting grounded almost, and really just thinking and reflecting on life and, your life experiences, where you want to go, what needs to be done, and the things that you want to do, right? Okay, Sunday. Woo! Okay, Sunday, the sun will be conjunct in Venus. So we have a Sun-Venus cazimi, which is great. So Sunday is basically Venus's birthday, and it also marks the halfway period of the retrograde cycle. So I actually really like this because it shows us whenever the Venus and Sun conjuncts, it's a reset in Venus's cycle, and it also marks halfway through Venus retrograde. So Sunday is a good day to look back and honestly journal. I think Sunday is a great day to journal for some perspective and to look back on your life throughout, like what has been going on since Venus retrograde. Like, how are you feel versus where you started versus how you feel now? Like, what progress are you making? Is there any change in like your belief, your faiths, your ideas, any change in your confidence, any change of how you now want to serve yourself, any like, okay, I'm gonna change my aesthetic this way, or I'm no longer doing this, or I'm honoring myself in this capacity, you know. So I think that Sunday is a great day to consider that. And Sunday is just kind of like a nice fresh breath of like Leo energy and Venusian energy. Sunday is a great day. I'm actually really love this. So feel yourself, like get dressed up, you know, look nice, have that confidence, honor yourself, like treat yourself, you know. And with Leo, like embrace your individuality, but also like embrace like your true identity and really think and consider on your self-worth. If you need to tell yourself you're that bitch, like be that bitch, like put on your best outfit, do your makeup really nice, put on your best heels, like rejoice in the Lord, you know, treat yourself. Like Sunday is such a great day. So I think Sunday is really, really a great day to like just journal, be present, and to just bask in good, nice energy. It's like a really summery day because we have the moon in the summer sign and we have Venus conjunct the sun in Leo, and it's just so beautiful, so wonderful. The card that we have for Sunday is cowrie shells. So it says, oh, you guys, look at the energy is so beautiful. Everything works out so much. I ain't even go elaborate on this card because when I say the description is literally everything that I just said. So Sunday, the card for Sunday is cowrie shells, and it says passion, feminine power. And baby, that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. That's pretty much everything that I just said. So that has been our Sage report for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We are having a lunation next week, so I hope you stay tuned to listen to what I got to say. Please be sure to follow me on social media, and if you guys would like to donate to my page so I could get to help me get some better equipment to run this podcast eventually one day. This podcast is uploaded to YouTube, but one day I will like to record it so you guys could watch and see my face and look at these cards if you would like to look at these cards. So if you would like that to happen faster in a more timely manner, please be sure to donate to me or check out my services or support me so I can get, you know, a nice camera so y'all could actually see me. And this could be a video podcast as well instead of just an audio podcast. But yeah, so if you are in need of a reading, please be sure to check out my website. If you would like to support the podcast for better production, please be sure to donate to me. You could donate via Cash App, which is just KINGSAGE77. If you enjoy this podcast, please be sure to share it with friends and loved ones and people who you think will enjoy it as well. And thank you guys so much for tuning in and just listening to my perspective and hearing what I have to say about the energy and astrology of this week. I hope you guys are blessed and well and have a beautiful, beautiful week. Thank you.